pretty awesome moment for you in your career, and not just with the Stars, but overall, just to be enshrined here forever, for people to see that. I mean, has that kind of hit you just yet? Or?
I think tonight, just to make it official, we've been all holding our breath and keeping this thing under wraps for a long time and not having, trying to let it sneak out anyway to the media or anybody else, social media or whatever. So we've all done a good job of, kind of buttoning it down. So, but, to be able to announce it tonight, be in town and do this whole thing officially, it's nice.
So just being out there with Dirk, that's got to be one of those moments where it's like, we got a legend from Dallas here, we have another one right here. What's that kind of been like, working with the same person who made his statue?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I think we kind of followed Dirk's stages of his along the lines, and he's done so many great statues, and some of the great hockey players and athletes in the world. So he's been phenomenal. The details of it that they've done here, but certainly be out there with the Plaza with Dirk. A lot of similarities in our careers and what we did here, and build up to some of the great seasons we've had, and collectively as a team and winning. So it's a lot of same, pretty parallel.
What was it like to pick the shot that they sculpted?
Because
I know you said it would be recognizable just now.
Yeah, I think it was one that we've seen lots of times, and people have seen it. So we weren't going to do the same hands above the head sort of thing or slap shot type of thing. So it's a unique shot. So people, when they see it, they'll realize, that's the good shot.
Is it about time the Dallas Stars put a statue up of you? They were the last Dallas sports team to have any statue up here at town.
Yeah, it was. I think a little bit of peer pressure and some public pressure there. So, but I think they've always knew that was going to happen. So I think it was just a matter of timing. Because we had talked about this years ago, and then the COVID, everything got delayed. So we just kind of wait until everything got back up and running normally around here, and so then we kind of revisited, and then it's gone fast since then.
What have you been up to just lately? I know you were kind of talking about being a dad. Just anytime you can get back here, a lot of emotions remind you of your older days here, and I mean, what's life like, in your present state, and then obviously when you swing back into Dallas and feel that rush of, this is kind of also my second home.
Yeah, it's a lot of day to day with kids and activities, sports, school. So we're heavy into that. We got 5 under 9, so we're all hands on deck every day and getting things worked out there. So, but it's always nice to come. There's so many familiar faces, all the ushers, all the people that work here have been here since reunion days, and all the fans, very loyal fans that have been here since day one. So it's always nice to see them.
So I know that Omri's been working on this for months, and you've seen it. What do you think it's going to be like when that moment occurs, when they pull the drapes off?
Yeah, you'll be a little choked up just to kind of see the finished product and how it turned out. So it'll be tough to hold things back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome, man. Mr. Modano, thank you so much. I appreciate that.